Hello again, everybody. My name's Maximilian back at you. Welcome back to NFL Weekly Predictions. Here with the homie who's taking a nap, and he's actually getting ready to eat some food. But, not to get off topic, yes, he's very ecstatic about it. I'm sorry. Let's actually, I got my phone here. I'm sorry. Actually, no, wait. Give me a sec here. I have, for our first game of the week, Baltimore and Pittsburgh. I didn't pick this game. I picked the Steelers on my NFL.com fantasy pick'em, so I guess technically I'm 0-1, but I would have picked the Steelers either way. So, but in this video, I didn't make the pick. The New York Jets at the Miami Dolphins in London. Oh, get the fuck out of here. Jets are pissed after losing to the Eagles. I got the Jets. Houston at Atlanta. Oh, get the fuck out of here. I got the Falcons. Falcons are going to kill these guys. They're at full strength. No matter what, J.J. Watt's not going to do any shit. Jacksonville and Indianapolis.
Go Jags.
Go Jags. Oh, man. Okay. Is that in Indy? Yeah, that's... Oh, get the fuck out of here. Indianapolis is going to kill these niggas. They suck. Two New Yorkers, the Giants and the Bills. I got the Bills. I think the Bills are going to be promising. Oakland and Chicago. Oakland. Raiders are playing at Soldier Field, but it doesn't matter. The Bears suck this year. I see the Bears going to at minimum, like a top 10 draft pick this year. Kansas City at Cincinnati. I have to take the Bengals because they're home. I would take the Chiefs if it wasn't at home, but I got Cincinnati. Carolina at Tampa Bay. Oh, get that shit out of here. Tampa Bay sucks. I got the Panthers. Cam Newton's looking like an MVP candidate. That's funny because a lot of people are doubting Cam Newton. He's a lot better than people think and take him to be. Philadelphia at Washington. Now, I know this game is apparently under, the quote-unquote watch game because of Hurricane Joaquin that supposedly is trying to hit the East Coast, but I don't even know how it would affect Washington when I don't even think Washington, Maryland's even in the area of this hurricane. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why it would postpone this game. Apparently from an article that I read upon here a couple days ago was they were saying something like they were going to cancel this game for this week and then play in week 8, which is the Eagles' bye week. And then you're going to tell us that they're going to play 13 straight weeks? What I mean is, the Eagles have their bye week this week, and then they play from week 15 all the way to the end of the season. And shit, if the Eagles even play in the postseason, they still don't get a break. So this is a tough game for me to pick because, of course, it's a divisional thing. I got the Eagles. I think the Eagles are going to rebound. And I know this is kind of like a thing where you have to pick somebody against your division because you have these two teams that are both kind of in a mix. You know what I'm saying? They're really this kind of would help the winner, but it would drastically hurt the team that loses. You know what I'm saying? And my heart just tells me I got the Eagles. Cleveland at San Diego. Man, these teams are both trash. They both suck. Phillip Rivers has been really a big disappointment this year. I thought Phillip Rivers was going to be much better than what people thought he was going to be. Keenan Allen had a monster first week. He got cold in week 2, and then he was hot in week 3 again. And the Browns actually had a chance to beat the Oakland Raiders. Don't get me wrong, Oakland, I think, should have won. And also another thing about the Ravens, a lot of people thought, oh, the Ravens season was over when they lost to Oakland because Oakland's trash. But I don't know about this year, man. I think Oakland's got a chance. I really do. I think Oakland has a much better chance this year, considering they were injured last year. They had a lot of injuries. And, of course, they started the season, I think, 0-10 or some shit like that before they got their first win. It was against the Kansas City Chiefs. Next game up. Oh. Heaven and Father up in heaven, please God bless the man in Levi's Stadium named Colin Kaepernick in your name. Amen. Colin Kaepernick and the Niners taking on Rodgers and the Packers. Get the fuck out of here. I got the Packers blowing these niggas out. The 49ers are just... The 49ers are just trash. They are so garbage. And I think it's hard to pick the Niners considering how Colin Kaepernick has killed Aaron Rodgers in his entire career. Don't get me wrong, but I think the tide's going to change on the Packers in this one. For the Packers. I got for something just, I don't know. Something tells me to pick the Packers in this. It's just the smarter pick. So I got Green Bay. Let's see, who do we got here? St. Louis at Arizona. Oh, get the fuck out of here. I got the Cardinals. Cardinals killed San Francisco last week. Colin Kaepernick, the first player in the last 20 years. Okay? 20 years it's been since a quarterback threw two, not one, two pick sixes in the first quarter. Yeah. That's why I think a lot of people, I agree with a lot of people's statement and a lot of people's theory of Colin Kaepernick being overrated when he clearly is overrated. He's trash. I don't think the Cardinals will score 40, but I think the Cardinals will score like 30. I see this game being like a 38-24 game won by the Cardinals. Next game up. Minnesota at Denver. I got the upset on this one. Teddy Bridgewater has been working really hard this year in 3 games, considering they had an awful first game of the year against the Denver Broncos. I'm tripping. The 49ers, when they lost, or they only scored a field goal in this game and lost 20-3. But granted, Carlos Hyde did all of the offensive workload for San Francisco, not Colin Kaepernick. I think the Vikings, Teddy Bridgewater, is going to upset Peyton Manning and the Denver Broncos and Invesco Field at Mile High. I think, as I'm getting the finger here, I think the Vikings are really going to make it a game, I hope. I hope for the best they make this a game. If they get blown out, then I won't be surprised considering it's Peyton Manning, Julius Thomas isn't with the team anymore. He's in Jacksonville. And Demaryius Thomas. I think Adrian Peterson's going to run over that defense. I am going to take the Minnesota Vikings by a score of... I'm going to take this by a 27-20 tally. I think Denver's defense has been rather more impressive than their offense this year. Next game. Monday Nighter, I'm doing my game last. Monday Nighter, Detroit at Seattle. Oh, get the fuck out of here. Seahawks are about to kill these niggas. Detroit's trash. I see that game being like a 35 to like 17 game. Matt Stafford ain't about shit. And last but not at least, we them boys. Even though we don't have Dez Bryant, we don't have Dez, and we don't have Romo, and DeMarco Murray left the team last year. The Saints are also playing with a backup quarterback in Luke McCown. I don't know if Drew Brees' status is certain. I don't know if he's actually playing or not. But I think regardless of whether or not Drew Brees plays in this game or not, whether he plays in this game or not, I'm still going to take my Cowboys. I know it's biased. It sounds biased. But I got Dallas winning this game. I see it being close. I see it being like 27-24. I see Joseph Randle maybe going over 100 yards. Maybe 2 scores, maybe at minimum. Brandon Ween gets 1. I think Sean Lee and the defense are going to look a little bit better against the Saints. Considering we were able to keep up with the Falcons was pretty impressive. But the Saints are trash. They're nothing. I think Sean Payton and Drew Brees, the era down there in New Orleans is all but over. I got my boys winning this game like 27-24, 31-28 or something like that. I see it being close though. But that is your week 4 predictions. And I will see all you ladies and gents and boys and girls in the next video. Bye-bye.